Welcome back. I'm the Watch King. On today's video, we are going to talk about a watch brand that I don't normally talk about. The watch community is crazy about the watch I'm wearing on my wrist, but Swatch in general makes great watches at crazy low price point. Great watches meaning they get people in the industry. The piece we're going to be looking at today is just incredible because it's really a piece of it's art knowledge on watch. I really like these collaborations, and I hope they do this with more artists. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. Jumping right into it, this is the box it comes with. Right away from the box, I bet you can guess what kind of artist this is. Of course, it's Roy Lichtenstein, and it is a very famous artist. You can pause this and read. I'll just go over it. He made this type of artist. He was an American from 1923 to 1997. He made these cartoons, and they weren't really cartoons because they turned into high art, very expensive art. This one is from a magazine here. It was. It actually says it was purchased, I believe, from the Life magazine, if I can find it. Issued. Oh, there. Yeah, from the 1 cent Life of 19. So they do runs of these, and it's more of artist, and he did some, of course, paintings and so forth. Let's just talk about the price point here. I bought this in duty free, so there's no tax. What you're looking at is what I paid. 140. It was 135. I guess the exchange rate got worse, and they had to raise the price, so now it's 140. Yeah, so Canadian. I bought this in duty free in Canada coming back, and I was bored. I don't know who else gets bored in duty free and buys a watch. I bet you I'm not the only one. So continuing on here, I don't even care if I show the serial. It was actually really cool to see them, the sales associate at least, put in the effort. They gave a 1 year warranty, as they should. I mean, still, you spend $100, you should get it if it comes with it. And as you can see right there, where it's from, and this is the piece in question, right? Now, of course, this is a collaboration, right? Swatch has to pay the artist, and this is basically, we're going to pull it out, and I'm going to talk about what I think, honestly, what I think of the watch here. Let's do it. I don't want to break the. There we go. Here we go. So here it comes out, and basically, as you can see here, it's unworn. I wanted to show it first for the video. As you can see, it's a plastic watch, right? It's a Swatch, right? Every Swatch is this type of, basically everyone. There are a couple metal ones, but this is what they're known for. Look at the back, right? This is the famous Lichtenstein work from the 60s, the main stuff, the polka dot stuff. And it's just something where, yes, I mean, it's not the greatest quality, and no, you're not going to be giving this to your grandkids, and I bet it won't be working. Maybe, I mean, unless you kept it, in the box with original stickers and stuff. But what's the fun of that, right? I'm never a believer. I wear watches. I don't buy them for investment because there's better investments out there. That's my personal opinion. But going on, what is it? Well, of course, it's the famous girl from the back of what I just showed you. And it is just, they can't fit the entire thing on it. But what they did was pretty cool. I like how it's all one color here. It's all the blue, and then, of course, the painting, or the print, I guess you could say, itself in the dial. Very simply Swatch Swiss on the 9 o'clock right there, and then most of it is covered by his work, as it should be, right? The other thing is there's no seconds hand, which I prefer. I'm not a huge fan of second hands with quartz, and of course it has that famous tick tick. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up for you. Don't know if that picked up, but it is very, very loud, much louder than the Omega I have on, but because I bet you that is the small seconds, and I guess it's quieter. But this is going to be definitely use in my collection. Let me know if you would buy a Swatch, what purpose, and do you believe in these quote unquote cheaper watches, disposable watches? I know for a fact that if the Omega goes bad, right? If let's say this Omega is a faulty defect, and it does happen a lot from the factory, I would go back to Swatch. They would literally throw my watch away if it's under warranty and give me a brand new one. Would not, like, that's it. That's all they do. And I bet you they do that on pretty much all their watches. So they are disposable, and that gives up a thing like, hey, my father wore this watch every day. You can't fix it. I can't really wear it, at least to tell the time. I mean, I guess you can just wear it, but yeah. These are, as I said previously, great watches to really just show artistry and, of course, um, the just mechanical, technically, well, not mechanical, but quartz watches, right? So it's still more, it's not an Apple Watch, right? And anything to really get people into the Swiss watch industry, right? A lot of people in high school, if they're buying watches like this, and maybe in college they get into Seiko, eventually they're going to call me for a Rolex or any other deal. I'm not just saying just me, but other dealers too, to buy Rolexes and Pateks. And this, as long as it's a gateway drug, which it is, for people to get into the industry. One quick fact I will, guys, let you know that Swatch doesn't stand for Swiss watch. I always thought that for a long time. It stands for second watch. So typically, I guess they were really owned. They own a lot of high end brands, but this will be your second watch, right? You buy a Breguet or whatever. That's how I think of it. I don't think it's actually like that. I think it's like buy one, buy two. But Swiss watch really goes well, but it is second watch. That's their whole thing. Let me know if you knew that. Let me know if you knew it was second watch and not Swiss watch. I would love to know in the comments because I know a lot of people think it's Swiss watch. Um, just an amazing piece. I hope they do more of these. And I really hope that this brings, which it has done for many years, people into the Swiss watch industry. And if it just brings 10% of the people that buy Swatch get a Rolex, then that just, or not even Rolex, because they're technically supposed to switch people to Omega. That's the whole point of this watch. And I think a lot of watches that Swatch does, but like the Blanc Pan, for instance, it's to keep people, these brands in the public eye that normally would never know about these brands. So I want to thank you all for watching. I think that I will hear some great comments below, especially about these affordable watches, and I will definitely catch you in the next one. Have a great day.